All right, so this is about section 4 of Maine Can Work. Let's see. Section 4 is, if I decided to work, I didn't know what kind of work I would do. We start with Susan's story. Susan began meeting with the employment specialist at her mental health agency to explore vocational and educational opportunities. She didn't really have a plan, and she wanted to do a lot of career assessment and job opportunities. She learned about careers and opportunities using job descriptions, the Department of Labor, ONET, online career assessments, using the Myers-Briggs personality test, discussions, and participating in a vocational service group. At first, Susan felt depressed about her job opportunities because she felt like she was facing unworkable barriers. Should she tell employers about her illness? If so, when? During the job search, on the job application, at the interview, she eventually found a job she really wanted and applied for. Not really believing that she had learned about how to present herself on a job application would actually work. Susan was called in for an interview at a prestige educational institute. She practiced interviewing with her employment specialist and then put all she had learned into the interview. Today, she is working there full-time and is very proud. She has told everyone she knows about that work is part of her recovery. It is quite common for people with mental illnesses to be unsure about the type of work they want to do. These illnesses often appear in teenagers or young adults, the years when people figure out at least the start of their career path. There are ways to find your skills and interests and match them to the kind of work that you will use. And there are ways to find types of work environment where you will fit best. Exploring work starts with identifying your strengths and abilities. Ask yourself, what are your hobbies? What do you do in your free time? What skills have you developed through your hobbies? Talk with your family members and friends so they can help you identify your strengths and skills. I found this is a double-edged sword because sometimes friends and family aren't exactly supportive, especially family. I find a lot of people don't have the most supportive family, or they don't know you as well, and they're like, oh, well, you should do this, and it's something way off field of what you want. So I would suggest maybe if you talk to friends and family, but not taking yourself into account too. But also you can switch it around and look at various jobs in the community and what skills are required. So you look in the job section and be like, oh, that sounds like something I'd actually like. What's required of this job? Additionally, vocational rehabilitation counselors at the Career Center offer vocational guidance and career exploration workshops. Have you ever thought about volunteering, for example? Sometimes volunteering can be a good first step toward getting into the work world. There are many non-profit agencies that can use volunteers in different ways. Keep in mind that where you start will likely not be your last stop of your work life. You can always learn from your first job or your next job and take those skills and experiences with you to find a new job that better fit for you. So, exploration time. When I first went to Unlimited Solution Clubhouse, I had no desire to work. As time went on, I started volunteering there and working there in different areas. Like they have a cafe you can help run in the kitchen, the office work, and I really enjoyed the office work and the cafe. And I wasn't sure at first if it was the actual work I enjoyed or more in those in those areas, there's a lot of people, you get to interact with everybody. And I think that's actually the part of it that I liked more is the interaction. So this one also has a suggested resource list. So once again, go to your local career center and see what they can help with. Check out ONET online. ONET provides information on hundreds of occupations. It describes the day-to-day aspects of the job and the qualifications, interests of a typical worker. It also lists the knowledge, skills, and abilities needed to perform that job. I've done this one. I've also done a couple of them online just so I can compare them and see. I don't know the name of it, but the college has Eastern Maine Community College actually has a very, very good one. But they pay for it as a company. ONET is free. Um, Also select a particular type of job to research. So you can just be like, okay, I want to work in the human services field, for example. What kind of jobs are out there in human services? Identify educational resources in your area. So maybe you want to work on getting your GED. Well, you got the Bangor Adult Education. Maybe you want to work on a certificate program, community colleges, universities. So identify what's out there for education in your area. You can also identify volunteer opportunities in your area. There's a lot of them. There's also a handbook you can look up called "Is Work Missing from My Life," which was created by the Maine Medical Center's Department of Vocational Services. You can also invite friends and family members who work in a particular field to come in to a group and talk about the work they do. It may be possible to shadow them at work. So not with work, but with education, I was actually able to do this. I reached out to administrator, and they actually let me go and sit in on a class before I started college, which was very, very helpful in determining if I would be successful. There are some discussion topics. So it says talk with each other about your dream jobs. In a perfect world, if you didn't have to worry about money, benefits, transportation, medical appointments, nothing at all, what kind of work would you do and why? So I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about that. Okay. 2, ask each other to identify skills and strengths that each of you could bring to a job. Include technical skills, interpersonal skills, organizational skills, or anything you might like to see in a coworker. This one's a little more difficult. When I was going to Clubhouse every day, there were individuals that I definitely saw had real skill and strengths, whether they knew it or not. There were some members who were more get up, do things, do it on your own, which is great. Jobs love that. And others who are great at jobs, they just need a little more direction. And either way is wonderful. But this is kind of hard to do at home because, especially now, in a time of social isolation, we don't know how long, social distancing, not isolation, but we don't know how long it's going to be until we can all be together again, which can be difficult. So that's it for this one. Next on to section 5. How do I even find a job? I'm afraid that no one will hire me.